Hi, my name is Sachin Karve, and in today's video, I am going to talk about our mind, the emotions that it creates, and how we can use this knowledge in order to ensure good physical and psychological wellness in a very simple way. Research indicates that in most cases, a disease starts when our mind is not in a state of ease. Dis-ease, the word itself indicates that whenever we are not in a state of ease, that is the start point of any illness. Whenever we are uncomfortable about the existing situation, that is the time when disease starts. In fact, these illnesses are called as psychosomatic illnesses. Psyche is the mind and soma is the body. So any illness which happens in the body where the root cause exists in the mind or due to a particular state of mind, these are called as psychosomatic illnesses. There are several books available which highlight the connection between various health issues and the state of our mind, our thoughts, emotions, and our beliefs. For example, it is commonly known that bladder problems exist due to an emotion of anxiety. Problems with the stomach or the digestive system are very often because of an emotion of fear. Even after knowing about this, many people are not aware of what exactly to do with these emotions, how to get rid of these emotional states, and thereby how to improve our health and wellness. Today I am suggesting a very simple solution to deal with all these negative emotions, to get rid of them, simply by getting into the present moment and trying to be there for as long as we can. You might wonder what is so special about the present moment and how does it help us to get rid of all of these emotions. Those of you who have seen my earlier video on meditation would recall that I have explained 3 states or 3 zones of our life: the present moment, the past, and the future. And I've also explained why the mind tries to continuously go to the past or the future, because that's exactly where it has an existence. In the present moment, the mind does not have any existence. And that is the reason why the mind tries to avoid the present moment, knowing that in the present moment it does not have any existence. Now you might wonder, what has the past or the future got to do with negative emotions? What exactly happens when the mind goes into the past and future, and how does it have a connection with the creation of negative emotions in our mind? So in today's video, I'm going to try to explain to you how these negative emotions are created and what exactly do we need to do in order to get rid of this. So let's have a look at various negative emotions that people face as a part of their life. Let's try to do a little bit of analysis of how these negative emotions are created and what is the role of our mind in creating these negative emotions. Right now, for this exercise, I'm just considering 15 commonly experienced emotions and we'll do the analysis using these. So as you can see, these emotions are anger, anxiety, guilt, sadness, insecurity, embarrassment, jealousy, nervousness, hatred, regret, fear, humiliation, shame, despair, and disgust. These are commonly experienced emotions. These are in fact the cause to many psychosomatic illnesses. So let's try to understand how exactly these get created. As I've explained in my earlier video, our life consists of 3 zones. One zone is the now, the present moment, and to 2 sides of the now, you have the past on one side and the future on the other side. Now let's try to analyze each of these emotions and try to find out how do they get created. So let's go one by one. So first we take up anger. Anger gets created simply because the mind goes into the past because of some kind of an event which has happened which is making us angry. So let's put anger on this side, we put it into the past, and let's go to the next one. Anxiety, it happens because the mind goes into the future. We are anxious about something which is yet to happen, so let's put it into the future. Guilt happens because the mind goes into the past. We are guilty about something which we have done in the past, so let's put guilt into the past. Sadness again happens because the mind goes into the past. We are sad about some event or something which has happened in the past, so let's put it there. Insecurity happens when our mind goes into the future. We start feeling insecure about our future, so let's put insecurity into the future zone. Embarrassment happens when the mind goes into the past. We are embarrassed about something which has happened or something which we have done in the past, so let's put it there. We feel jealous about something, about somebody, so let's put jealousy in the past. Nervousness happens when the mind goes into the future. We become nervous before an important meeting, before a presentation, before something which is yet to happen. So let's put nervousness over there into the future. Hatred about somebody, about something happens when our mind goes into the past. We hate somebody because of something which has happened in the past. So let's put hatred there. Regret happens because of something which has happened in the past. So we put it there. Fear obviously is created when the mind goes into the future. We are afraid of something which is yet to happen. We are worried, we are afraid. So let's put fear over there. Humiliation is felt about something which has happened in the past. So let's put humiliation into the past. Shame happens because of something which has happened or we have done in the past. So let's put shame in the past. Despair happens because of something in the future, loss of hope. We lose our hope, and that emotion or that feeling is called as despair. And disgust happens because of something in the past. We feel disgusted about something which has happened in our life in the past. So if you see, the mind moving into the past has created a lot of negative emotions. The mind moving into the future has created a lot of negative emotions. But if you look at this zone called as the now, you will find that it is still absolutely empty. There are no negative emotions over here, absolutely nothing. Only positive emotions, the emotions of love, peace, happiness, bliss, oneness, all of these are present in the present moment. And that is the reason why I keep telling people to anchor themselves, their being, to the present moment, by virtue of which the mind simply disappears and we start experiencing a lot of positive emotions, and we also prevent negative emotions from getting into our life. So I hope this clarifies why all these negative emotions get created and what exactly we can do in order to keep ourselves away from these negative emotions. Many people ask me this question: how do we consistently keep our mind in the present moment? Well, the answer is quite simple. We simply have to maintain the awareness of anything that can exist only in the present moment. For example, our own body, our breath, or any action such as walking, eating, driving, cooking, gardening, any action which we are performing, we simply need to focus on that action and completely immerse ourselves into that action. By virtue of that, the mind will remain in the present moment and we will be free of all negative emotions. Healing ourselves from psychosomatic illnesses can simply be done by taking care of these emotions. Once we get ourselves into the no mind state, into the 0 point state, automatically all these negative emotions start disappearing. And the moment these negative emotions have gone, automatically the illness which is created because of those negative emotions also starts disappearing. We simply need to regularly get ourselves into the no mind state and be there for as long as we can. One of the instant healing technique that I use, called as 0 point entrainment, exactly uses this method for healing. I bring myself into a 0 point state, which is a state of complete absence of the mind or a no mind state. And at that state, entrainment happens between myself and the person who I'm treating. And immediately the magic of healing happens. People get relief from psychosomatic illnesses. The emotions which are stuck in their body simply start getting released and they get relief. Those of you who are interested in knowing how exactly this technique works, how exactly to get into the 0 point, can refer to my book Instant Healing for Self and Others, which is available in the form of an ebook on Amazon Kindle. This book covers 3 very powerful healing techniques which are based on the principles of quantum physics. There is a very detailed description of all of these techniques. You can have a look at the book. The link for the book is given at the end of this video. Thank you very much. Stay healthy, stay happy. God bless you.